Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash effect video. Today, I'm continuing the adding effects to Robtop level series with part 3. As promised, we're going to dive into a Robtop demon in this video, but first, I gotta knock out a few baby ones. I want to say thank you quickly for the insane support on the channel. Somehow we're almost at 50,000 subs, which is just ridiculous. Thank you so much for everything. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for 50k if we ever hit it, but you got to stay tuned. Help me out on the road. Since we stopped on base after base, we might as well go into it. Thank you, Emperor Tay. I almost just sent that. Now, since I fumbled the bag on the black part and can't let go, I think I should give the black part another try. For base after base. Quite a lot of elevation. I think I'm going to make some 3D that extends all the way up to the ceiling with like a cool flashing effect on it. Okay, we're going to use editor layer 1. I got to figure this out before I start anything. That would work as 3D, right? If I just kept on boosting upwards like that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do first is just line all of the blocks with this. That spike is not placed in a very nice position. Man, Robtop, why do you do this? Some of the blocks are double spaced as well, so I gotta just extend that outwards by 1. This structure is extended downwards a lot. That's strange. There's a couple of other structures like that I just gotta go and cater for, I guess. That's a fat one up there, jeez. To get this to work, I need to add these to B2, a consistent Z layer. Then select all of the top blocks and put them on B1. Okay, and that's on -6. Then, on editor layer 2, we are going to underlay some black blocks in the same place as the 3D. So that's on B1 -7. Very nice. Really though? Because these lines are going to poke out. Let me see if I can find a fix for this. I might be able to scale these up very slightly. So it would have a black window around where any 3D coming from the bottom upwards would not overlap with the 3D that's there. It's on don't fade, don't enter. So there's going to be no seams. I'm going to have to do a lot of fiddling with this. That's on scale 1.1 as opposed to the 1.05 that we had before. But it's going to work for these 1x1s. Pulse trigger. Okay, something like that. We can change the fade times later. All I know is that this pulse trigger that's rotating epically, just with different colors on the RGB. I'm just changing it to different colors, and I have them selected alongside all of these 3D pieces that we've got. Next, we're going to copy paste. Put this on editor layer number 3 out of the way, just in case we make any mistakes. We can reset to this point that I've pretty much just saved at. Think of it like that. Then we're going to copy paste it, move it 1 step up, 1 step right, build helper, and then change the hue by 5, which is a little bit finicky to repeat over and over again, but once we get into the swing of things, it should be absolutely fine. Just need to remember to press build helper every time, because that's scary. Something neat I did is that I linked everything together on each copy paste iteration. So you can see I'm clicking on it, all of these lines, and the pulse triggers are just stuck out like that. Makes it very easy to check if I've made any mistakes with a hue change, if I maybe incremented it by 10 by mistake or something stupid, or forgot to press build helper. You know, I'm kind of clumsy. Now you'll notice that I'm not actually changing the color on the pulse trigger. All I'm doing is just changing the hues on the lines. Oh man, it looks cool, but a problem is the fade times on this. So I'm gonna quickly disable link controls so I can just focus on the pulse triggers alone. Let me just change that to a 1 and 1. Oh, and I should also use this opportunity to figure out if there's any layering problems, and there is. I was not anticipating these to overlap, so we have a problem. It should be an easy fix. I need to select these two in their entirety. Oh, God. Yep, I stopped this just in time before there was any overlaps. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, these are going to overlap as well. God damn it. I haven't thought this through. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This layering is gonna break my mind. Okay, I have all the bottom objects I need to take care of. They're going all the way down to, I'm gonna say -30. The way I fixed this was by adding extra covers on specific Z layers that went down as far as -29, then -27 for the next one up. This was only needed on staircases though. -29. Okay, nice, we've done it. I can finally go back to copy pasting, build helper, and hue increasing. And we have reached hue 180. So, for the next copy paste, we are going to go minus hue 180, since plus and minus hue 180 are the same thing, and just add 5. Group 72. We have now used every increment of 5 on the hue, and we are now repeating from 0 once again. Wait a minute. I have thought of a way to infinitely speed up this process. Okay, I need to find number 0 on the hue. It's this one. I can delete everything after this. Then we can select everything. Copy, paste, build helper, and move these up to that point. Oh, that ruins the whole thing. Why is there a line sticking out? Oh, I've been saved. Okay, watch this. This is genius. 5-head, 400 IQ play in Geometry Dash. We are going to make the very bold move of deleting all of these. We don't need it because there is something identical. I'm pretty sure. I should probably double check. I've been saved. Now, all I need to do is just select the lines, not the sides, just the lines, and extend it over. Crisis averted, dude. Oh my god, that is clutch. Why? Why is that laid above? Okay, it works. It looks sick, but hold on. More layering problems. Why? Oh my god, it was a link control bug, I'm pretty sure. It's gonna work! Yes! Oh my god. What is the next free group? 217, lol! I don't care, this is sick. It's lagging the hell out of the editor though. Dude, this has so much random potential, man. If I just keep on incrementing the hue on it, look at the way it looks. Well... This is now a high object level. We used so many objects for this, and it's so worth it. But yeah, that is the base after base effect. I think that is a very cool addition to the level. Thank you, Emperor Tay, for the banger content. Okay, so next up, I want to tackle the red corridor in Jumper because it's a pretty iconic part of a level for the channel, obviously because of the Planet Mod thumbnail, haha funny. Plus, it's like a really cool part in Jumper that I want to make stuff with. So, first off, we are going to select all of the objects in the middle of this corridor, including that end pillar right there. Put it on editor layer 1, and we're going to put that at the top of B2 and add a line onto this editor layer. The rest of these objects can go onto, I'm going to say B3. Then on B1, I'm going to add some black blocks, which are going to cover up this section in these areas. I'm going to copy paste them to the right on a new group. Don't fade, don't enter. This seems like an odd place to leave it, but it's logical for what I'm about to do with the transition. On group 1, it's going to move 0 seconds, and it's going to go 200 to the right, which is equivalent to 20 blocks. So it's over there, and at this point, it's going to swoop in back 20 blocks, and I think 2 seconds, but we should have to tamper with this. Yay, smooth. Alrighty. Okay, then one layer behind the black strips at the very bottom of B2, I am going to add a glow strip, which just fades the background ever so slightly to the blank look. We're just going to make this run on the same basis as the black strips, but it's going to move on a bit earlier and slower. Oh, that's not good. Okay, this needs to go on the very bottom of the level, actually. I didn't think that through. Wait, how am I going to do the transition out? Uh-oh. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the middle of the two strips on 2 times scale, you can use half blocks to make that a reality. Copy color background once again. There's going to be a red strip in the middle. Unique group 3, rotating group 4. This might be better with glow. Hold on, let me just... There we go. Okay, the midpoint should be halfway between the 8th block. I've got the 7th one selected, so right here. We're going to put that on black blending, and this is going to be moving group 3, unique group 5 on a different editor layer, number 5. We're going to do a test straight away. We're going to rotate number 4, which is the unique value of the beam, around 5, one time around 360 for 8 seconds on an ease in out. Let's just see if we nailed it first try. Okay. And then it should appear. Ooh, it's almost there. I just need to remember to enable don't fade and don't enter on this glow strip, and we should be good. The midpoint seems to be like right on the player. No, it's behind the player. That is really strange. I was originally going to have a bunch of them just rotating around one midpoint, but what's the point of that? Why wouldn't I just select the whole thing and just copy paste and build helper at different points? Okay, so this should create 5 rotating beams that are in different places, maybe? Yes! Okay, if I could just make a transition off, that's sick. I want to do a few pulses before I leave this part. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to change everything from the copy color background to this red instead. Okay, so color channel 5 is going to be that red. Okay, let me try a pulse for the object line to black like that. Boom. Okay, that's smooth. Then what about color channel number 5, which is the red, to black as well. And color channel 2 to red? That red? Or maybe the object pulse could be to white instead of black, and the object could be set to black at that point. Okay, let's see what we've created. Oh, that's smooth! I actually kind of like this, I'm not gonna lie. It's the most simplistic one I've done so far. Why is the background so dark at the... Oh, nothing could have prepared me for what I've just seen on the screen. It's because the background changes. So we need to make an identical change for color channel 5, which is still mid-pulse, so it's ugly. Okay, so that is Jumper done for this series. It took way longer than it should have, but I'm pretty happy with the result. I think it was worth it. It's definitely the cleanest one. It's not the most detailed at all, but it's definitely the most clean and best executed maybe because of the transition effort that went in. On Monday, we uploaded a video where we tried to use 1,000 groups for some effect. Are you serious? I tried to use 1,000 groups for some effects, and we created some really dense backgrounds, and it gave me a crazy idea of something I could do for club step. For this ship part, we are going to use these tiny little blocks. I'm actually going to start all the way down here. We're going to use a new color channel that copies the color of the background. It is going to have a group, which is 1. Actually, we'll make that the moving group because that's really easy to remember. 2 is going to be its unique group, which is going to have a move trigger straight away, all the way up here, 50 to the right. 4 seconds, maybe? Then we are going to copy paste and press build helper and just move it up until we've got a 20 block high fort of these blocks. I'm going to use the rotation method, which is setting one of them as the group parent and just rotating like that. Didn't delete all of the secret way? Are you kidding me? There's all of these blocks? Why? We are going to give this humongous strip one group. 82. Alright, and 82 is going to move it 50 upwards instead of to the right. Now, some people might recognize what I'm doing already, but we're going to copy this trigger alone, not the rest. And this whole strip right here, copy paste, 1 to the right, build helper, copy paste, 1 to the right, build helper, copy paste, 1 to the right, build helper. So we have a strip of 4, which is going to be really easy to copy paste now. And this needs to be 40 blocks long, which is going to be quite crazy in object, but there we go, build helper once again. We have a huge screen right now, which is going to lock to the x-axis at the ship part. Okay, this is how it's looking when it's all put together. You see, it all moves together in a wave-like pattern, which is going to go even crazier as soon as I copy-paste all of these triggers at the end of their duration line, which is in the pause menu. Did I say that earlier? I don't know, whatever. It's going to go minus the direction, double the distance. The best thing we can do right now is change the easing, and this is going to be unreal. If I put a bounce out easing, look how awesome that is with the bounce. I think that's beautiful for the background of, and it can keep going as well. It doesn't have to just be for that ship section. The way it floats, that's just perfect as it is. How? Okay, so the way that this works, this is a huge grid made up of 12,800 objects. Now, you can't have 12,800 groups, obviously, but I've managed to make all of these little squares move in a different way. Because if I click on one, every single dot has 2 groups assigned to it, and none of those 2 groups are the same. And these are all offset a lot, so none of these dots get the same movement. That's how I've managed to move like 13,000 squares differently. One thing I want to add to this is a huge rotation for everything on group 1, which is probably going to cause some lag now that I think of it. Okay, so I know the editor's like breaking right now, and it's probably messing with my video recording because my processor cannot handle this. I put a huge version of that background flipped and upside down right here. So this is what we're looking at for club step. This actually took the least amount of time to record because I'd messed around with this effect the day before. I'll show you the test copy that I've got. Not on club step, it's just an empty test copy. But man, this background looks so sick in my opinion. And the way that it moves off as well, just complete chance. I can't really explain what's happening, but it works, and that's what's important. I love that wave at the end. It's just sick. As opposed to test. I'll delete those and just show you like the bare necessities of what I did. This is just testing all the different easings that can be executed on the background. That looks nuts. That's the bounce. That's my favorite. And then we have, I think, elastic. This is all rotating, by the way. Look how smooth it can look, man. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. 3 banging parts. I mean, one of them was very simple compared to the rest. Like 100 times less groups. I'm happy with that. Thank you so much for watching Geometry Dash adding effects to Robtop levels. I'll probably end up doing another Robtop demon. I can't promise that the effect will be that cool, but I'll try and think of something nuts for it. Smash like and subscribe for part 4. It should be on the way in a couple of weeks. I just gotta take a breather and recenter myself, think of some better effects I can put in. Thank you for watching. Check the links in the description. Have a good day.